everybody! How are you doing today? I'm Andressa, your online teacher for Shake It Up. Today's lesson is jobs. We are going to talk about different types of jobs and occupations. Are you ready? So let's start. Do you think it is more important to make a lot of money or to enjoy your job? Money is something we all need to live our lives comfortably. But we all know money might not be the key to long-term happiness. So, having a job that pays you really well but offers not much else than money and also makes you feel stressed and unhappy might not be good for your life. Then, do you think is it more important to make a lot of money or to enjoy your job? Let me give you some examples. I think if I earn a lot of money at work, I can buy things that will make me feel happy. If I make a lot of money, but I'm unhappy, I wouldn't enjoy the things that money can give to me. So I want to know your point of view. Do you think is it more important to make a lot of money or to enjoy your job? Do you think it is acceptable for women to go in the military? Why? Military service is the time you spend serving in the Army, Navy, Air Force, or others for your country. The military service is mandatory in many countries, but usually only for men. In most of countries, women are allowed to enlist, but they are not allowed to serve in combat roles, for example. So, do you think it is acceptable for women to be in the military? Why? Here are some examples. Yes, I think women are more effective in some circumstances than men, so they should be able to be in the military. I think women and men should be allowed to be in the military if they want to. Or you can say, no, I think women shouldn't be allowed to be in the military because they should be protected. So, what's your opinion about that? Do you think it is acceptable for women to be in the military? Have you ever worked on a farm? A farmer is a person who works as an agriculturist and who produces a wide variety of food products for both human and animal consumption. On a farm, you can work with animals, feeding, cleaning, or caring. You can also work in the field, sowing seed, spreading fertilizer, or even operating tractors. So, have you ever worked on a farm? Here are some examples. Yes, I worked on a farm when I was young, taking care of the animals and operating milking machines. Yes, I worked on a farm as a laborer. I was responsible for harvesting vegetables, fruits, and grains. Or you can also say, no, I have never worked on a farm before. What about you? Have you ever worked on a farm? What are some jobs you think it would be boring? When you find yourself stuck in a place you don't want to be, the situation can cause you boredness. So, thinking a job as boring changes from person to person. Some jobs are fun, excited, while others are frustrating and boring. So, what are some jobs you think you would be boring? Here are some examples. I think being a secretary is a boring job because you always need your boss to do your task. I think being a bus driver is a boring job because you do the same role over and over again without talking to anyone. I think being a housekeeper is boring because you have to keep the house organized and clean all the time. And for you, what are some jobs you think would be boring? What are some jobs you think you would be fun? We already talked about some jobs you think would be boring. As I said, the feelings you have while working change from person to person. Because what is boring for you might be fun to the other. Some jobs give you more freedom, nice schedule, and tasks, becoming fun and joyful. Then, what are some jobs that you think it would be fun? Let me help you with some examples. I think being an artist would be fun because you can create different things every day. I think being an architecture would be fun because you can create nice projects and see all your ideas coming out of the paper. I think being a tourist guide would be fun because you can travel around the world and meet different people. And for you, what are some jobs that you think it would be fun? What kind of volunteer work have you done? Volunteering is contribution of time, effort, and talent to a need, cause, or mission without any financial gain. It's all about you being able to contribute some of your own time to help people in our communities. Then, what kind of volunteer work have you done? Here are some examples. I work in an animal shelter and work taking care of rescued animals. I work with volunteer work, teaching kids how to read and play instruments. I work with social volunteer work, teaching kids how to read and play instruments. I work with community development, helping people to have access to health, justice, and opportunities. What about you? What kind of volunteer work have you done before? What plans have you made for your retirement? Retirement don't live a static life. Things change and interests might evolve. Retirement is a time when you get to make the rules and adapt to them as you see fit. So, what plans have you made when you retire? Let me give you some examples. I will rest, take care of my health, and grow a garden. I will open my own business and keep working because I can't stay home all day long. I will travel for a year and then write a book. What about you? What plans have you made for your retirement? Would you like a job in which you travel to a lot of places? Working in different countries is a sure way to immerse yourself in another culture, learn a different language, and experience new things. Some jobs offer or demand you travel to different places. For example, journalism, photography, international relations. In this case, you can meet different people and places while you work and earn some money. Then, would you like a job in which you travel to a lot of places? Let me help you with some examples. Yes, I would love, because I love to travel and be immersed in different cultures. Yes, I would love, because I wouldn't have the same routine every day. No, I wouldn't like, because I would be away from my family and friends all the time. Also, I don't like to move. And you? Would you like a job in which you travel to a lot of places? Does your job pay a good salary? Knowing what a good salary is can improve your job prospects and help you decide on a career path. What qualifies a good salary can vary widely depending on education, experience, industry, and geographical location. So, does your job pay a good salary? You can say, yes, my job pays me a good salary. Yes, my job pays me over the average, so I consider it is a good salary. No, my job doesn't pay a good salary. What about your job? Does your job pays you a good salary? What are some questions that are frequently asked in a job interview? Wouldn't it be great if you knew exactly what questions a hiring manager would be asking you in your next job interview? Well, unfortunately, we can't read minds, but we can guess some questions that are frequently asked in a job interview. So, let me give you some examples. Some questions that are frequently asked are: tell me about yourself, or why should I hire you? Some other questions are: what are your greatest strengths? Or why do you want to work with us? Now tell me, what are some other questions that are frequently asked in a job interview? This is the end of this video lesson. It was so nice to talk about different types of jobs and works you've done before. Thank you so much for watching this video and learning with Manual Eye. I'm your teacher Andressa, and I'll see you on our next lesson. Bye!